Do you ever feel like something is missing? Like your life is on pause because you're not married yet? You smile in front of others, but deep inside there's a quiet ache, a voice that whispers, "Why am I still alone?" In this video, we're going to talk about something real, marriage, loneliness, and what it truly means in Islam. Because you're not the only one feeling this way, but the answer isn't always what we think. Let's talk about the truth of marriage in your Deen, why it matters, what it brings, and why not having it yet does not mean you're incomplete. Part 1. The emotional weight of waiting. Society often tells us that marriage is the ultimate goal. Family pressures, social media posts, even casual conversations make it feel like you're falling behind if you're not married by a certain age. And let's be honest, it's hard watching friends get married, hearing relatives ask, "When's your turn?" Going to weddings and wondering if yours will ever come. These moments can make you feel like you're missing a piece of your identity. But Islam doesn't measure your worth by your marital status. Your value is not determined by a ring on your finger. Your relationship with Allah is not delayed by your delay in marriage. Part 2. The purpose of marriage in Islam. In today's world, many people treat marriage as a status symbol, something that proves you're successful, desirable, or on track in life. But Islam gives us a very different perspective. Marriage is not about showing the world you've made it. It's not a trophy. It's not an escape from loneliness. It's not a guarantee of happiness. In Islam, marriage is a sacred act of worship. It's a path that brings you closer to Allah, if it's approached with the right intention. Allah says in the Quran, "And among His signs is this, that He created for you from yourselves spouses, so that you may find tranquility in them, and He placed between you love and mercy." Surah Ar-Rum 30:21. Let's pause and reflect on those three divine gifts. Tranquility, sakina. Marriage is meant to calm your soul, not shake it. A spouse should be your safe place, your comfort, your partner in facing life's storms. Love, mawada. Not just romantic love, but deep, selfless love that shows up in sacrifice, patience, and mutual care. Mercy, Rahma. The kind of mercy that allows you to forgive, to overlook flaws, and to grow together with gentleness. These aren't things you receive passively, they're things you build together. Islam teaches marriage is a responsibility. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Each of you is a shepherd, and each of you is responsible for his flock." Bukhari and Muslim. That includes spouses. Marriage is a partnership of accountability, not just affection. It's about two people walking together toward Jannah, supporting each other in faith, worship, and life. It's about being a mirror to each other, reflecting back the best and helping each other improve the rest. A beautiful sunnah, not a burden. The Prophet himself was married multiple times, and each marriage served a higher purpose. Some were for companionship, others for protection, alliance, or to teach the Ummah valuable lessons in compassion, justice, and dealing with family challenges. He showed us how to love with respect, to correct with kindness, and to lead with humility. So when you think of marriage, don't just think of the wedding day. Think of waking up for Fajr together, making dua for one another in sujood, holding hands in hardship, teaching your children the Quran, supporting each other through grief, joy, loss, and growth. That is the real beauty of marriage in Islam. And remember, marriage is not the destination. It's a vehicle. It's not the finish line of your spiritual journey. It's a companion for the road. one who helps you get closer to Allah. So if you're not married yet, it doesn't mean you're incomplete. It means your journey is still being prepared, and that's okay, because what Allah prepares is always worth the wait. Part 3. You are not incomplete without marriage. We live in a world where it feels like everyone's rushing toward marriage. Instagram engagements, wedding reels, hashtag couple goals. And somewhere in the middle of all this noise, if you're single, a painful thought can sneak into your heart. Am I incomplete? Let's stop right there, because Islam never said you're incomplete without a spouse. That idea doesn't come from the Quran. It doesn't come from the Sunnah. It comes from society. In Islam, your worth comes from your connection to Allah, not your relationship status. Before you are a husband or a wife, you are a servant of Ar-Rahman. Before anyone calls you mine, Allah has already called you my servant. Marriage is beautiful, yes. It's rewarding, absolutely. But it is not the source of your identity. You are already a complete soul with purpose, value, and potential without a ring. For sisters, you don't need to be married to be fulfilled. Think of Maryam, A.S., the purest of women, honored in the Quran. She was never married, yet Allah elevated her status above many of the world's women. She wasn't praised for her relationship status. She was praised for her devotion, modesty, and strength. Let that remind you, your iman, your patience, your dignity. That's what makes you whole. Not a wedding dress, not a title, not society's approval. For brothers, being single doesn't make you weak. Your value doesn't rise with marriage and drop without it. Think of Prophet Isa, A.S., never married, yet one of the most honored prophets in Islam. What does that teach us? That your impact, your character, and your obedience to Allah matter more than ticking off a societal checklist. And let's not forget, marriage doesn't cure spiritual emptiness. If you feel broken before marriage, expecting someone else to fix you afterward is unfair to them and to yourself. The key is to use this time of singleness not in sorrow, but in growth, to become spiritually whole, to discover who you are, to heal what's wounded, to love Allah more deeply than ever before. So when marriage does come, it's not to complete you, it's to complement you. You are not a half waiting to be whole. You are already a soul cherished by the one who created you. Marriage is a gift. But your worth? That was written long before. Part 4. When marriage delays, a test of faith. Let's be real. Not everyone gets married when they expect to. Some try for years, making dua after every salah, attending every halal matchmaking event, trusting the process, yet nothing changes. It's easy in those moments to feel forgotten, even abandoned. But in Islam, every delay is a divine design. A delay is not a denial. Sometimes, the delay in marriage is Allah's mercy in disguise. It may be protecting you from heartbreak, toxic companionship, or a union that could harm your Deen. You see, when Allah withholds something, it's not always a punishment. It might be His way of perfecting you before pairing you. You're being shaped through patience, prayer, and growth, so that when the right person does come, you're ready. The Prophet said, "No fatigue, illness, anxiety, sorrow, harm, or sadness afflicts a Muslim, not even a thorn that pricks him, except that Allah expiates some of his sins because of it." Sahih Bukhari. So imagine, every sleepless night you cry out to Allah, every time you bite your tongue when people ask, "Why aren't you married yet?" Every silent prayer in sujood, all of that is being counted, rewarded, and recorded by the one who sees your heart breaking and holds it gently in His mercy. For sisters, You are not less of a woman because you're unmarried. Your worth is not determined by your last name or a ring on your finger. Your honor is in your taqwa. Your status is elevated by your patience. Your beauty lies in your resilience and devotion to your Lord. You are complete, with or without a husband, because your soul is already connected to the most loving. For brothers, you are not failing because your Nikah hasn't happened yet. Your manhood is not measured by society's timelines. Marriage will not fix your self-worth. It will only reflect it. Use this time to build your character, purify your intentions, and strengthen your bond with Allah. When the time is right, Allah will write her name beside yours, and nothing can stop what He has decreed. So what should you do while waiting? Strengthen your relationship with Allah. Before asking for a righteous spouse, strive to become one. Make dua with conviction, even if it takes years. Remember that the best du'as are often answered in the best timing. Protect your modesty. Don't let delay open the doors to haram or hopelessness. Serve your family, your ummah, your community. Marriage is not the only way to earn reward. Work on your emotional and spiritual readiness so that when the door opens, you walk through it as your best self. You are not behind. You are on Allah's timeline. So trust it, walk with it, and don't let society rush what Allah is still preparing for you. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not incomplete. You are on a journey written by the best of planners. Marriage will come when it's meant to. Until then, walk your path with strength, with faith, and with the firm belief that Allah's plan is always better than your timeline. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this with someone who needs this reminder. And remember, marriage is beautiful, but your worth, it's already written in the heavens.